Not operating based on invalid assumptions is an essential component of effective problem solving. We make assumptions all the time. I mean, it's essentially impossible to do anything without making some assumptions. There just isn't time to critically evaluate all of the beliefs that form a basis for our action every time we act. In, I think it was 1990, Chris Argyris developed something called the ladder of inference, which explained how we move from observable data and make assumptions and actually develop beliefs and take actions. The ladder of inference is actually, as it turns out, not really a ladder anyway. If we begin with beliefs, our actions are based upon our beliefs. Some of them active that we're consciously thinking about when we act, and some of them are simply subconscious because there are lots of things that we do on autopilot. Whatever those actions are, they produce real data and experience, though it isn't possible to pay attention to all of the data and experience those actions produce. We have to select some cross section of that data to actually pay attention to. And based upon what it is that we choose to pay attention to, we affix meaning to it, and then we make assumptions about what that means. We form connections and use it to actually support or further develop our beliefs. And this is a belief development loop. It just, we go around in this loop over and over and over again, so that based upon our beliefs we take action, and the results or the implications of our actions, the way we interpret it, forms new beliefs or reinforces existing beliefs. The difficulty is that our beliefs sort of cause us to select certain cross sections of this data to pay attention to, as opposed to paying attention to all of it. And the tendency is to select cross sections of that data which actually support or protect our beliefs, so that we end up with another loop here, which is a belief protection loop, simply because of insecurity or other reasons that we don't want to challenge our beliefs. We don't want to believe that our actions are wrong or invalid or inappropriate. So we protect our beliefs by selecting that portion of data that is consistent with what we believe. Though if we are to effectively deal with situations, we have to ensure that we're not operating based upon assumptions which are invalid. And so that we have to actually critically think about, when we make decisions, what are the assumptions that we are making that form the foundation of the decisions that we're making. We have to evaluate those assumptions to ensure that they are valid. The thing is that a lot of our beliefs are developed in a subconscious manner based upon experience, and the beliefs are not evaluated as they're developed. Some of our beliefs we consciously learn, but even more of it are learned subconsciously simply through repeated experience. And many of those beliefs are actually invalid. So if we are to effectively deal with situations, operating based upon invalid assumptions will ensure pretty much that the solutions that we believe we are developing will turn out not to be solutions and actually not produce the intended results. So we have to be very careful, and at every stage of the process look at the conclusions that we have reached and ask ourselves, are the assumptions upon which we reach these conclusions actually valid? Hope you found this meaningful, and I'll see you in the next segment. Bye.